So let's talk about marketing. One of the things that we're going to want to discuss with the owners or the brokers or anybody that's out on site when we go out is how are they marketing this facility. So even before that, we want to go into Google Biz and find out if the address is actually listed on Google Biz, if it shows up correctly. And then we're gonna Google the site. We're gonna search for the site specifically by name to see if it shows up correctly. And then we're going to do a search for self-storage in and around this market, in this town, to see if it shows up on the map. And then also, if it doesn't, why not, or how many pages down is it, to see if there's an opportunity to increase this, or if they're already doing everything that they can to possibly market this site. If they have a domain, a website in place already, we want to make sure that we're purchasing that, made part of the purchase agreement or the personal property addendum. If they happen to be marketing in Yellow Pages, if people are still doing that, we want to know if they're paying for that, because that's one of the first things that we'll cancel, because there's hardly any eyeballs that are going out there looking for storage in the Yellow Pages. We want to see if they're listed on any of the aggregator sites, meaning Sparefoot or US Storage Search or any of the number of other aggregator sites which aggregate a number of smaller facilities together, so they could boost their rankings to be just below Public Storage or Extra Space when you show up in a search for self-storage in this particular market. Do they have a referral program in place? Are they working with the local apartment complex and offering coupons and free month's rent for those folks that need to store things while they're moving or while they're at the apartment? Real estate agents. They're constantly getting in front of their clients saying, hey, you need to stage this house. In order to do that, you need to get all the kids' stuff out of here, and giving them free month's rent. So it's an added advantage for those folks that are working with those particular agents to bring people in to be able to store stuff there while they're selling their home, and then they're going to need it again while they're moving. How about your competitors? Do they have a current program in place where they are sending customers back and forth? If they're out of a 5x10 at your site and you're sending them over to the client, your competitors, are they sending folks that if they're out of a 10x10 over to your site? You want to make sure that they have these in place. And if not, it's another opportunity. U-Haul, do you offer U-Haul? Is the facility on the U-Haul network for either using the eMoves web self-storage software or the U-Haul program itself? Another great way to get exposure. And social media. Are they advertising on social media? Are they out there on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn? Yes, believe it or not, self-storage facilities have a life too, and they are on social media. So at the end of the day, what we're looking for is, if the occupancy is low and this is a turnaround facility, which is just about everything that we're looking at, is it because they're not marketing and nobody can find the facility? Is that why it's low? And is there an opportunity by putting all these items in place, these strategies in place, to be able to increase the occupancy? Or are they already doing all this, they're spot on, and in order to raise the occupancy, it would need something else, in which case we need to take a second look at the facility. So those are the things that we need to find out when we're talking with the person on site or the owner when we go out for our site visit with regards to marketing this facility.
Listen, there has never been a better time to invest in self-storage, and there is no better team than ours to show you how to do it, because we wrote the book on how to invest in self-storage. Literally, I created the best-selling home study system back in 2007 titled How to Find, Evaluate, Purchase, and Manage Self-Storage Facilities. And since then, we have helped thousands of people launch and scale their self-storage business and have now become the nation's go-to resource for all things self-storage. And that's because we not only talk the talk, we walk the walk. Day in and day out since 2005 through now 2 recessions, and amassing a 2.5 million square feet of self-storage, totaling over 15,000 doors nationwide. There is nobody else that has more experience in self-storage that is teaching people how to invest in self-storage than our team. So if you're ready to launch and scale your self-storage business, then go to selfstorageinvesting.com, click on the events tab to grab your ticket to the upcoming Self-Storage Academy, along with tickets to our virtual academy for those who can't make it or just aren't ready to go live at this time. So that, again, is selfstorageinvesting.com. Click on the event tab, but do it now as seating is limited, so go do it now. And on behalf of my team, we look forward to seeing you then. Take care.